Yo, what's up? Okay, let's make my camera a bit smaller. So let's do my second InterClub review. So this is the second one I've done. I did this, what month is it now? We're in November. No, we're in December. I think, did I do this September time? I think it was September. I'm pretty sure. It was cold as fuck. So it might have been October. It was around that time though. It was September, October time. So yeah, it's my second InterClub. So I have a bit more training. So obviously I started training April time. So a bit more training than my first InterClub. However, just gonna put a pretext on this. Like, is that the right word? That, well, I think whatever, you know what I mean. But either way, I didn't have a game plan going into this really. My opponent, it was meant to be against someone else again, but whatever. You don't really matter in an InterClub. But yeah, sorry, I got golden syrup in my arm. But yeah, as I was saying, the pretext for this is I kind of had a game plan of what I was going to do no matter who I was against. So it was going to be throwing teeps, which I did. However, before it, one of my coaches said, don't get into a kicking war. And that one stayed in my head. However, I 100% should have, because this person boxed prior, clearly, and has been boxing for years. And I feel like if I actually started kicking way more and throwing round kicks, and as you'll see in the video, but if I started throwing kicks, and just leg kicks, body kicks, head kicks, blah, 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 that was where all my success was. But I just didn't do it enough because I was so in my own head about that. And I was also, something which I wasn't expecting, is I had loads of pressure in this. And I'm not used to that at all because in sparring, and basically the whole time I train, I never really have pressure. Like, I'm never the person walking forward, essentially. Like, I'm always either backing away and trying to counter-strike or circling. Like, so I feel, and I've also not sparred a lot in the cage, which is another thing, but, so I'm not really used to cutting off the cage. I was just following around. But yeah, I had pressure, and I was like, as you'll see in this InterClub, I had loads of pressure, but it's so clear that I don't know what to do with it. So I'm guarding, walking forward, and then I'm just not creating any openings, and I'm basically like a zombie, essentially, is what I noticed in this. Don't get me wrong, it's still a better performance than I did in my first InterClub, obviously. I'm a little bit more used to it. It's still nerve-wracking. It's still way scary on sparring, even though sparring's scary as well. But it's still less scary, but that is something to take into consideration. Also, I had to borrow someone else's shorts before I went in because my shorts had pockets on. So that was really cool. So I had to whip on somebody else's shorts. Literally, they were wearing them. They took them off, sweaty, give them to me. I put them on and wore them. So there's also that. But yeah, let's get into it. So first round, I don't know. I remember I being pretty nervous here. I went too bad. He trains out of a local gym near me. So he threw a leg kick and an inside leg kick. I was like, cool. So I threw the teep. And I was like, all right, cool. Teep's there. I also had something in my head where I was so like intent on blitzing and like circling away and then blitzing in, and I was moving like I was gonna do it, but because I had forward pressure, I never had the opportunity to do it. But in my head, I was so intent on doing it, and I just couldn't get it in my head the whole InterClub. But anyway, so as you can see, I landed two nice teeps. So the teeps there. You see, this is what I mean. I was circling and like trying to cut off angles to blitz, but it just wasn't on. And as I said, it comes with experience, but it just wasn't really registering. But anyway, nice body kick. He tapped gloves. I think it hit maybe a little below. I don't think it did, but okay. Anyway, so yeah, good jab, uppercut, right hand uppercut. He threw right hand back. I slid I think it was just the way I moved my hair back. It looked like my hair. I got hit because I was like out of my hair. But bro, having long hair is no good for fighting, or like having hair on top of the head. Anyway, he had some good shots there on the counter. So another teep, question mark kick. I remember that one connecting and hitting him right in the fucking lips. But it wasn't much power on it. It was just a feeler. I also needed to feint more and actually bite, like make him bite on my feints. So I was feinting, he was biting, and then I wasn't throwing anything off it. So I needed to do that a lot more when I had the pressure. That was something else I picked up. That front teep that I threw, he would stay there after I teeped him, and I could have just land a free right hand, which is something that I clocked in this. But yeah, you see here, that was it. Exactly what I meant there, Brian. Rewind that shit. So as you can see here, That was a good punch by him. Good left hook. Teep. Bam. Right hand. I should have. That was a clean right hand. I should have capitalized on that a lot more. Good body kick. See, another body kick. So yeah, as you can see, I've got forward pressure. Inside leg kick. He landed a nice right hander. But as you can see, I've got pressure. I'm just not doing anything with it. Like, he's just circling away. He's doing exactly what I like to think I do in sparring. And that's like circle, back out, counter punch. But instead, I'm just pressuring and just zombieing it, bro. So that didn't help. So, yeah. So yeah, that was the first round. Decent first round for myself. Weren't too bad. It just gradually gets worse, to be honest. I remember the third round by far was the worst. I was so tired. But yeah, so that was a good first leg kick. Started establishing a leg kick a bit. But see, here, I'm walking forward and I'm just doing nothing with the pressure. Good teep. Tried for front kick to the face. That was a good one too. And then he landed a stiff jab. Another leg kick, but took a right hand for it. So it's not great. Fast pace though. I don't know why we were going so fast pace. Bro, his corner was pissing me off. Every time something landed, right? They were going, "Way!" And bro, like he kicked, and I'm like that, blocking it. I'll block a kick, and then his team went, "Way!" Like that's it. I was like, fucking shut up, bro. Didn't even hit me. That one was a nice body kick, though, to be honest. But yeah, I was like, fucking bro, like, what is this like? It's just the crowd, though, isn't it? I guess. Nice teep. There's good timing on that teep. See, my hands aren't up. So that was a good leg kick. Nice little sharp leg kick. I remember him feeling that one because a little grimace. That was a good right hand too. Another teep. Bro, this round actually was going better than I thought. It's good left hand with the right as well. But it pissed me off. This is what annoyed me. Like, the leaning forward with my hands up, I still do that here. So yeah, it's just kind of annoying. But looking back, I was like, fuck's sake, what am I doing? He threw a nice left hook, and I had my hand up for it, though. Jab. But I don't know. Do you know what? That round actually wasn't as bad as I thought. It's kind of even, to be fair. He told us to tone it down a bit here because we were throwing a bit too hard. That was a nice play from him. It was a really nice leg kick, leg kick into jab there. This round, I thought, I've caught him with a front kick right there then. This round, I was thinking, fuck me. I need to watch that again. This round, I was thinking, fuck me, he's tired, bro. And I was like, all right, cool, because I'm tired too. But I was thinking, I was in my head, I don't know why, when I was walking towards him, I was like, nah, he's way more tired than I am. And all of a sudden, bro, like halfway through this round, he just had a second wind and just fucked me up for the rest of the round. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this. Maybe turn my commentary off. Because, well, I mean, it's useless commentary anyway, but it's a bit of a review and a bit of a breakdown. So that's what I'm trying to do. But, so yeah, that was a nice leg kick. He felt that. Another teep off his kick as well, which I was trying to time. I was trying to time his kicks to teep so I could sweep him a little bit or take him off his feet. So yeah, now I'm starting to get a bit of time in it because he's getting tired. Because he's getting a bit tired. He's obviously slowing down a little bit so I could time in a bit better. I was tired, as I said, too, but yeah, that was a nice teep to the face. I should have stayed in southpaw a little bit more too, because I could have thrown kicks off the front leg then a little bit easier and power and just had free body shots. I should have capitalized on this too, because he was obviously feeling that from the teep. I didn't capitalize on it. I just kind of let him recover a bit. Another good teep. Jared saying, try that blitz once, bro. I did try. So this is what I was feeling myself a bit here. I was like, oh, bro, I'm vibing. Like, this is sound. Like, he's not hitting me this round. I'm like, oh, we're good, bro. And then I was like, my hands are down. Boom. Oh, he caught me with such a clean right hand, bro. Fuck my life. He knows I felt that one too. So I was like, fuck's sake. But I still had pressure. I rolled that hook. It was a nice hook, though. But yeah, another teep. Ah, he's got stuck. And then, yeah, just see what goes on. Oh, it was a nice uppercut. I was adamant as well that even though he landed that uppercut, I was like, nah, bro, I'm not letting him think he's got me there. So you can hear Jared saying which way is he going to cut him off. Oh, that was a lovely right hand. Bro, it doesn't help my hair move so much. But yeah, so you can tell that. Jared saying me to cut him off, and I just didn't know. I just didn't have any idea about which way he was going, to be honest. Bro, them spinning kicks he's doing are so slow. Yeah. Oh, nice. I said, this round, halfway through, he just started fucking battering me, bro. Bit of a fucking dogfight at the end. But, yeah. Well, mad little scrap. It's so fast-paced, bro. It's hard as fuck to commentate. Bro, how do UFC commentators do it? Like, so, as you can see, it's a decent scrap, to be honest, bro. Oh, my God. It's a decent scrap, to be honest. It ain't bad. It's all respect to him. I don't think he's been training long either. I think he's boxed for a few years, but I don't think he's obviously not used to kicks and stuff as much. And to be honest, his kicks are really good. He's local. He's from me. I followed him on Instagram now since, but he's actually a really sound guy. I said, there's no winner or loser in InterClubs. It's just vibes. But yeah, to be honest, he's really good. He was good. I think if he was in way better shape than me too. I feel like if he had a fight soon, he'd do well, to be honest. Especially with his hand speed. His hands are really fast. They're really sharp. And then he can just improve on his kicks, and he's in a gym with a lot of kickers, so should be able to improve on them kicks pretty quickly. Another from that, as I said, he was a good boxer, good hand speed, better shape than me. But I don't know, maybe I could have had a better performance if I actually if I just hadn't thought about it as much and just let it come to me and not tried forcing pressure, and like just trying to walk him down, and like should have just got a little bit looser and just felt it out a bit more, and just flowed into my kicks and tried just different kicks, leg kicks and stuff. I think I landed a crescent kick, which is decent, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no power on them. Like, decent question mark kick. I just wasn't really flowing and that type of thing. You know what I mean? I was throwing enough leg kicks, inside leg kicks. You know, no sweeps either. I could have tried that, cut kicks, stuff like that. I mean, I know you're not allowed because it's not Thai, but you know, you can still kind of sweep a little bit. But yeah, I didn't throw any knees either. So I don't know. As I said, there's loads of things I can take away from this and improve on. I think it was definitely a better performance in my first video than my first InterClub. But yeah, just something to work on. And that's what these InterClubs are all about, man. So hopefully again another one before a fight potentially. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a fight in. We'll see. We'll see how bad I want to get fucked up. But thanks for watching, guys. Much appreciated. And I'll probably see you in another training video. I'm going to try to get some landscape training videos. So yeah, see how that goes.